Hi everybody and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf, and today's video is a nice simple one for you for a quick way to hit longer, straighter drives. Now, you see all the guys on tour, and the biggest advocate and the person that I see do this, probably one of the best, is Rory McIlroy. So we see him halfway back and he's got a really nice width of arc, and every commentator commentates on that position. So we're going to talk about a nice drill with the band. We can create some width in our backswing for like this position, as opposed to being narrow and having this bent lead arm. So some really nice simple feelings we could do with a band, and then adopt it into a nice drill we can hit with full shots. So let's grab the band. Now, these bands can be get them from anywhere. It's something nice and simple we can do. So what we're going to do is we're going to place it on the ground. We're going to stand over it, and we're going to take it into our grip here, and we're going to place it underneath our top hand, and then take our grip around it. So what we're looking for is the biggest amount of stretch when our left arm is parallel to the ground we could possibly have with this band. So we're looking for this move as opposed to narrow. We're looking for the biggest and widest stretch, and if we can do this with the band and build up some resistance, it's like in the gym. If we lift a heavier weight in the gym, or lift a heavier weight if we're competing as a weightlifter, then when we get into an actual competition with a bit of anxiety, then hopefully we find a halfway point between what our normal is and what we're really trying to achieve. So we're really trying to feel that we create a nice wide arc. So we're trying to feel that we get this position here. So when our left arm is parallel to the ground, we've got a nice stretch across our body. And again, I want you to do 2 or 3 reps of this, just really getting a feeling of some nice width with this hand. So how I would measure this is, in width of arc, is the middle of our hand to the middle of our chest. And I really want to see that this width of arc is as wide as possible. I don't want to see it going narrow, because we're going to limit our club head speed, but also limit our consistency in terms of centers of strike. I want you to feel this width of arc is as wide as possible around our body. Wide and balanced is one of the keys to creating some nice long speed. So let's do this again. One more rep here, and we're going to hit a shot. Wide and feel it. So you can see here, as I do this, I've got a nice stretch of the band across me. And as I do this, I would really feel like, if we're going to translate this into a golf move, we feel like we're wide and we're stretched across, we're not narrow. So it's a really nice simple visual, but you can see this band is stretching massively across my body, as opposed to being narrow and in. So if we can do it with the band, we can certainly do it without the band. And for me, a lot of this time is people trying to feel this move is, one, it's actually gaining the mobility, so actually being able to do it, but also it's gaining a feeling of what we're trying to achieve. So if I was to do that now without the band, this position feels really easy and really wide, really fluid, and it's going to help me create some a little bit faster club head speed, ultimately leading to more distance out on the course. So let's hit this one now. How I would do this, first off, I'd really have a waggle. So what I'm going to do is here is going to waggle, left arm parallel to the ground. 2 waggle, left arm parallel to the ground. The 3rd waggle, I'm going to waggle it all the way to the top, back down to the golf ball, and then I'm going to hit it away. So I've got a feeling of what I've had with the band. It now certainly feels a little bit easier to create that nice width of arc, not this bent, narrow arc. And now, all I've got to do that was a nice balanced swing. Let's give this one a go. A little bit like that. So you can see there, I was wide, I was balanced, and you can create easier, faster club head speed. If we're someone who's got this narrow arc, we're in here and we're in here on the way through, it's definitely going to limit our club head speed, but also not going to give us very much control of this club head. Having a wider arc that's a bit more consistent in its width is going to, one, help strike, but also going to help us create longer shots out on the golf course. So there you go, nice simple tips. Now, if you haven't got a band, we could just use this as a visual. I would do this definitely if you haven't got the band, as a visual of, right, okay, I want to feel as wide as possible on this way back. Even maybe over exaggerate it too much, but be careful we don't sway. But really trying to feel I've got a nice stretch between the middle of my chest and the middle of my hands, as opposed to this. And the key point we're going to measure it is when our left arm is parallel to the ground. There you have it, really nice and simple, guys. Really simple tip here for longer drives and greater consistency. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, but also there's plenty of content not only on my YouTube channel but also on my Instagram. All the details are down below. Thank you for watching.